just being, natural aliveness as itself. Nothing to accomplish, nothing left undone. Again and again, the song of change teaches us, continuously played by all phenomena. Regardless of past commitment, vow only arises as our actual condition. Congruency is the only way forward. Embracing one's whole self, intimacy melting the obscuring ice of self-hatred. In the resonant heart, just like me, all who I see long for freedom. Within dimensional embodiment, shining in totality, relative space reveals the expanse of space within, and thoughts are put in their own place. From within the expanse, exchanging self for other, emotional energy reaches its apex without eclipsing into story. Through sheer honesty and luminous self-respect, the light of kindness illuminates what is in the shadows. Whatever is present, especially that which you are ashamed of, is the luminous offering that pleases the Dralas. Calling down the many-colored rainbow flowers like snowflakes all around, the transparent, ever-present teacher blesses us when we call for help. Nature, the most beautiful temple and skillful teacher, through opening our senses, her blessings enter our heart as the unborn transmission. You are my personal Drala, truly seeing and being seen, giving each other the transmission of good. The deity is none other than yourself, true nature transparently expressing itself through your beautiful uniqueness. Through the naturally arising bliss of union, the example of non-conceptual wisdom illuminates our practice to guide us like a torch. Like a lucid dream, that which cognizes and that which is cognized are of the same substance. Turning perceptions around, the eye of nature looking back at us recognizes the deities in never-ending union. Dissolving the meditator, letting movement uncoil itself, freedom through total surrender in the spacious expanse of being. Ultimate and relative in harmony, thoughts translucent while appearing, this unceasing, instantaneous, luminous creativity is wisdom. The totality beyond apprehension, expressing itself as non-referential compassion, dawns the natural resonance of reality. Inseparable, cognizance and motility sow the seeds that ensure benefit. Aspirations from the expanse issue forth to each individual, expressing the expanse. Centraless, timeless, everything is the face of the deity. All time and space within the human heart, the holographic universe is true freedom. just being natural aliveness as itself, nothing to accomplish, nothing left undone.
Just do a little mini Ujjayi, rotating from the hips, moving to the shoulders, gently rolling the neck, looking upward. Hee hee, ha ha, hee hee, ha ha, hee hee, ha ha. And then just a gentle so just feeling how you feel in your body as your body, part of it, manifesting through it. One of the meditations that we haven't really explored that much, but is connected definitely to the first gesture, is the five senses meditation. So I thought this morning we could briefly do that. And then we'll just touch in on the tighten and brighten practice we've been working on. So we'll just start with sights, and we just notice whenever the mind can sort of labels anything, and we just see that as part of the space and come back to the sense perception. So here are the sights. Moving to sounds. Smells. Taste. And touch. Feeling the body. Weight, temperature, sensation. Now stacking. Layering and stacking is an important part, bless you, of our practice. We're learning an important skill of inclusion or awareness meditations. Feeling the body, adding in taste, feeling body, taste, acknowledging smell, feeling body, taste, smell, sound, acknowledging body, tongue, taste, nose, smell, ear, sound, eyes, sights. And maybe we can start with and just notice all five senses together. It's okay if some are more prominent than others at certain moments, but the idea is just inclusion. They're all there in the present moment. Can we step out of the way of focusing and allow that instead of exclusion by focus, we're including through awareness and aliveness? Now, including all five senses in the present, we feel a little spacious clarity, and thoughts are like little butterflies in our garden of senses. They can be in the sky like a cloud, and the sky could care less. Nothing to do with them, nothing to stop or improve or change. They're just part of a larger reality. And so we don't give them so much energy, focus, attention. We just let them be and come back to the totality. Feeling wholeness. And this is also a gateway into just being. So now we'll move into tightening and brightening this subtle form. Intensification and release is the more the initial form, more coarse or big. This is more tiny and subtle, but it's a similar pattern, and we're just looking at how we can kind of feel the very beginning or the initial instigation of when we tighten up our body due to inner states. And our awareness kind of might miss that and feel something is nagging, something's tugging on our shirt, but we can't quite tell what. So here we let ourselves do a subtle intensification, you could say, of the energy that we feel in our body. If that's too subtle, you can raise your shoulders a little. And then we brighten our awareness, which is the opposite of what normally happens when we're feeling a little tension. We tend to kind of focus or dim or narrow or exclude. Here we brighten and include, and then we let go. And then we brighten and relax. These are all martial arts of our energetic awareness. There's not a lot of conceptual baggage here. Just try it, see how it feels. Notice what happens. Slight tightening, intensifying in a subtler way, and then brightening with it, staying right in it, and then releasing, and then brightening, relaxing. What we're trying to do is isolate these different elements of experience in our awareness so that we don't lump it all together as one fuzzy thing, but we're becoming more familiar with ourselves. Remember the meditation word in Tibet, gom, to familiarize with. With what? With our nature, with how we really are, and all the details. So tightening doesn't just mean one thing. We tighten a little bit, it could send us into a habit, but here we brighten, which we don't usually do together. That's a separate thing. Then we relax, and we brighten while relaxing. So we're seeing these three elements: tightening, brightening, releasing, how they interact. Can you see how this type of practice doesn't have any interest in our discursive meaning making or our storylines or our histories or anything? It's not cruel. It's benevolent in that it's relating with our real situation, but it's not interested or even possible for this level to get lost in that or confused with it if we look at it as it is in a gentle way like this. It's there. This is not the same as a story, right? When we tighten. Now, often they're happening at the same time in our experience. We'll be tightening and having a story, and we'll be focusing, and we think it's all one big lump, one clump, one thing, right? But that's called coarse analysis, meaning we haven't really examined our experience. We just sort of take it at face value. Subtle analysis is when we come in and go, wait a second, we can tighten and brighten, and then release, relax, brighten. It's like we're playing with what's possible in our energetic awareness body, and that starts to open up that it isn't all one clump. There's a lot of different systems going on, working together, right? That's why they call it the five aggregates or the five skandhas. They create this illusion of territory and something to possess. But as we examine them, the Buddha said, look all you want, but I never found something there that was mine that I possessed. Isn't that wild? He didn't say there aren't five things. He said, yeah, let's break it down. We usually take it as one clump. Now, a heap, they called it skandha, as a heap. So he said, let's take 5 heaps instead of one. Let's look at all the different parts. Here we're just skipping to the chase and using the energetic body. Because we're lazy. Just kidding, no. It's not like that. It's just very efficient. Maybe
I feel like because we're using the energetic body, and I didn't see this the first time around, but because those karmic winds are rising in an energetic way, when I'm subtly tightening that way, I can see them.
Yeah. The way that our karmic winds are, this is a really good point, that karma, according to the tantras, lives in the body. It's not some Swiss bank account somewhere that you gotta call someone to check on the balance. It's it's right here in your subtle body. It doesn't exist anywhere else. So becoming more familiar with it in the way it works, as you can see that movement of karma and literally thoughts arising from the unconscious into the sixth consciousness, the thinking mind, that is the emergence of various forms of karma. And we feel sensations, energetic patternings, thoughts, all sorts of things that arise as expressions of our patterning, our karma. And there's nothing wrong with this stuff. But again, if we aren't curious and we don't have ways of looking at it directly the way you're talking about, we don't have any way, any handle of working with it more directly in real time. If we can tighten and brighten and relax, again, it's kind of like we're short-circuiting what samsara expects us to do as a survival organism. It's like the guy spits out his sandwich, remember, in the control room. He's like, what the hell are they doing? No, and he's looking in the manual. Are they allowed to do that? It's like, yeah, there's nothing in here that says we can't do it. It's, nobody ever does. It's really weird. So, all you sentient beings, I have a good or bad connection with. As soon as you have left this confused dimension, may you be blessed in Sukhavati, and you complete the reason.